Welcome. Good morning. Oh, so a couple things going on. I didn't make any videos yesterday because my girl was out of town, but got back yesterday, and now she's back out of town today. So, yeah, yesterday I was just chilling. But outside of that, um, I'm really trying to reach out to a new group of investors. Like when I say hood, it doesn't have to be a black person. But I know that most people I relate to are definitely going to be a black person. And I've been spending the last year and a half of my life, at least the majority of it, on one purpose, and that is MULN Automotive. And I've been trying to convince people not only that the stock is valuable, but that there's going to be a stock squeeze and that we have to be ready for the stock squeeze this time. Because when the stock squeeze comes this time, I mean, in my opinion, this is the last squeeze if we don't get it right. If we fuck this squeeze up, if we give the company back too early, I don't think we ever see another stock squeeze in the market again. They know how smart we are now. They know how committed we are. They understand that, like, even with AMC, they were able to drag it out because the price was so high before the squeeze. And now we've got this MULN setup where it's just the best mathematical setup we've ever seen in the stock market ever. And so I've been sitting here and I've been explaining very technical details about everything you need to know and why you should know what I know and all these different bullshit things. And no matter how many times I explained it, no matter what went down on my YouTube, like, just, I'm not in love with the effort that I get from the people watching. And I feel like I give more than I get. And I'm not even speaking financially. But also, like, I just feel like maybe most of the bulls aren't listening, or maybe most of the bulls are stupid, or maybe most of the bulls are just trying to drive conversation. And I hate motherfuckers who drive conversation. I don't want to fucking get down into talking about the same thing every fucking space call I get in, or the same fucking thing every YouTube I get in. Like, after I say the one thing about MULN, there should be a million people to watch the video, and I shouldn't really have to say it again unless I mess something up and we got more data or something to go with it. But instead, like, it just gets frustrating. And I know that most of these people that I'm speaking to, that I'm convincing to buy, like, I'm never going to see them again. I'm never going to hear from them again. 99% of people getting into this are only trying to get enough money that they can disappear and go live the fantasy life they've always dreamed about. Well, I promise you, whatever gay little fantasy you're imagining right now, it's going to turn to shit just like everything else does. Nothing in this world is meant to last except for one thing. And that one thing is Jesus. And so, here's the thing. There's not even a doubt in my mind, and there's a lot of people on this earth, not a doubt in their mind, that I'm the best man walking on this earth. And I'm the most street rat hood motherfucker you've ever met. I mean, I fucking started paying my phone bill again 6 months ago, and every single month, I literally pay my phone bill a day to a week after it gets turned off, which causes me to pay an extra $40 in activation charge. It's just because I don't fucking pay nothing until it's too late to pay it. Like, I just don't give a fuck about nothing. I don't give a fuck about $20, $40, $100,000, $1,000,000. I've made $1,000,000 3 times and I fucking burned it down every fucking time. I built a business and I fucking gave it away. I just do not care about anything you care about. And so I feel like people from the streets can probably relate. They probably still love money a little bit more than I do. They probably still love to spend that money on some stupid shit a little bit more than I do. But these are also the same people that are like, that do stupid shit that like they're literally willing to die for, and it's over something so small and something so simple, but they're willing to die for it because it's, they know this world's garbage and they know what they want, and they'd say, I'd rather get what I want and die trying than fucking be any part of this world or be like any of these motherfuckers I'm staring at right now. And so I know MULN squeezes, I know a lot of people disappear, but even if like my hood rats come and show up after the squeeze and say, what's Marcus got to say and why is he right and why, like, no matter how the story evolves, like, that's the thing I hate most about these MULN Bears, is I can already see some narratives in some of their words where, like, after we start squeezing, they're going to start talking about selling or fucking, like, just stupid shit. I can already tell. And so whether it's selling, whether it's coming out and being a bear after it goes up a certain amount, or whether it is when we squeeze, them trying to control the narrative of why we squoze. So everyone's going to try to say, oh, David, the reason we squoze is because David fought the shorts, so now all CEOs can go fight the shorts. Nah, that's all fucking bullshit. That's not a real thing. And so they'll probably try to make that narrative. They're going to do a bunch of fucking stupid things as it's squeezing to try to justify the price, at the same time justify why it might not go up, at the same time justify why every other stock is about to catch up. And it's all bullshit. MULN's the only one that keeps on going. MULN's the only one that can justify an unlimited market cap based off SEC filings. So I'm really hoping that after the squeeze gets done, like, I mean, here's the thing. If you're a real motherfucker like me, like, you go out into this world, and even if you're not the smartest motherfucker, even if you're not, like, ready to dominate any situation, you still see when the motherfuckers are definitely lying to you. And I know that you don't put up with that shit, and I know you fucking call it out when you see it, and I know that, like, you'd rather die than follow a liar. And, like, that, it's just that simple. And so I'm going to be here telling the truth the whole fucking time. And I might be wrong about a day. I might be wrong about a detail. But overall, nobody's analysis is going to end up more accurate than mine. That's always been true for fucking 3 years now. And here's the thing. After we squeeze, after my viewers come, and 10% decide to stay because they like the way I fucking talk, I'm going to teach you how to weaponize your voice, and we are going to shut these fucking boomers up. I don't want to hear them talking on the street. I don't want to be in a fucking bar hearing someone talking about some mainstream news media bullshit. Like, literally, the power shift is about to change in such a way where freedom's actually going to be about freedom, and people saying stupid shit are going to get shut down by real motherfuckers every day, all day. And we are no longer going to allow the speech to be had if they're fucking lying. And if they are, we're going to embarrass them, we're going to ridicule them, and we are going to make them hide in their homes. Because if they're coming out with an opinion that doesn't align with ours, we fuck them up verbally. We don't jump people like you guys. Like, that's the thing. If you want to be with me, you got to elevate. You got to lead by example. Like, they say the worst things to us. They do the worst things to us. All these different things, right? Well, the Bible's very clear. Those who fight with the sword die with the sword. So if you want to go out and jump somebody, you better expect to get fucking curb stomped someday. Like, we are here to fight with our tongue. The Bible's very clear. There's nothing more powerful than your tongue and your ability to get people on your side and turn the masses against the fucking man. That's what we're here for. Nothing else. MULN's great. MULN's going to help a lot of lives. But if we don't fucking fix what's really wrong with this world, it's just going to be a repeat. But every time they repeat the same plan, they get stronger and stronger. And that's why I believe this is the last stock squeeze. Um, I mean, if we do it right and we dominate, like, could potentially there be more in the future? Maybe. But if we do it wrong and we fail, definitely never again. Definitely never again. All right, guys. Well, I might be going on a space call, but I just want to jump on a YouTube and give you guys a little something before we get some price action. Um, yeah, we'll be talking more. Somebody says the technical info is appreciated. However, unfortunately, the power of money and power wins. Honestly, honesty, integrity, and morals don't mean anything these days. I've learned that the hard way. I mean, none of that makes sense to me. Like, they can delay my victories, but I always get the victories I say are coming. I've never said this thing is guaranteed to happen and it not happen. So, like, you guys can keep crying about like having to buy the dip or running out of options and having to buy more options, whatever it is you're in. Like, literally $100 in options right now is going to make you over 100 grand. Like, there's nobody that can cry to me. There's no one that can complain to me. If you are crying about your price, if you're bitching about your price, like, that's number one reason I hate Twitter MULN retail. Is no matter what happens, no matter how good the last day was, like, every day it's not a squeeze. I got some fucking retards coming in crying to me about why it's not squeezing. And I assume these people don't even own the stock, or this is the first time they've ever invested in a stock. But, like, motherfuckers, we've all lost money and we all lose money before we win a shit ton. If you don't know how to do that, then why the fuck did you come in the stock market without doing some research first? Everything you need to know about option stock, anything, is on my Twitter. And if you're only buying stock, there's 100 of YouTubes that, like, they tell you how to average down. They tell you about how to, like, buy after the top on a squeeze. Like, there's all types of things that make a lot of sense that always ends up being legit and, like, is proven. Or, like, it's just because you haven't done the research and you're trying to come here and get every fucking dumbass question you've ever asked answered here by me. And, like, you should be better than that if you're here. Like, I'm looking for the people that are ready to stand up, not the motherfuckers that, like, are still fucking crawling. Knox 2K says there's 2025 strikes, so you don't have to go short. Yeah, I mean, if you go to the 2025 January expiration and you look at the $5 strike, it's going to be something like 20 cents a contract or something. And basically, like, however much less it is than 60 cents, you know it's going to produce that much more profits than your stock. So if it's 20 cents for a contract on an option and the stock is at 60 cents, you know this thing that expires in a year and a half almost is going to make 3 times as much as what your stock makes. So if your $1,000 was going to turn into $100,000 in stock, well, then your $1,000 is going to turn into $300,000 on options, on the 2025 options. Now, if you're on the 1 month to expire options, then you're probably going to be looking more at, like, instead of 3 times on your money, let's just say you're buying 5 cents a contract, so you're looking more 20 times your money. So if $1,000 turns into $100,000, now $1,000 is turning into, I think it's 20 million or $2 million. $2 million. So, yeah, I mean, I definitely choose options over stock no matter what, but I definitely, like, I got some options that expire in January 2024, and I got some that expire this September 15th. And I feel great about both of them. If you don't know, David Mitchery just dropped a tweet saying today is going to be strikingly different. We have somebody who signed up to drive the MULN 5RS today. And, I mean, a week and a half ago when we had the first tour, I said, if we see a MULN 5RS going 200 miles per hour on a video, that guarantees all their other cars do exactly what they say they can do or better. And, like, we don't got to worry about nothing. And that's probably going to bring in a lot of FOMO. And David's tweeting out that something special is happening today. We got a retail investor saying he's already signed up for the MULN 5RS and he can't wait to drive it. So, yeah. I mean, I think we just need to hang out, play it out another day, and see what happens. See what happens, Kevin.